Hey everyone, it's NerF Boy Productions here. Today I am super excited to finally bring you guys the new unboxing and review of the brand new Nerf N-Strike Modulus ECS-10. Okay, so real quick, it took me a while to get this review out because I'm living in Canada, so I had to purchase this for a very high price to get it here. This blaster retails for $49.99. That's not what I paid for it, but that is what it retails for when it's out in stores available sometime in August. So this blaster is part of the new lineup for all the blasters that Nerf is releasing this summer. This is the Modulus. It's one of their flagship ones to come out, and I'm really excited to take a look at it. So first off, let's take a look at the box. Alright, so let's take a look at the box here. You can see here we see the N-Strike Modulus ECS-10, the little Nerf branding here. And this is a open style box, so you can actually see there's the plastic here, and this is the actual blaster you are seeing itself. It's a very blueprint, digi-tech design, looks very cool. You can see all the different pieces and attachments it comes with, like something you'd see on a Recon or Retaliator blaster. You can see all that clearly through this plastic, and it also tells you what they all are. So the big thing about the Modulus is all the different combinations you can do, and basically that's it. You can see it comes with these base pieces, and then which gives you up to 30 plus combinations, and then on the back it tells you all these different pieces you can buy in the upgrade kits right here that allow you to do over 1,000 different combinations. That's going to be a lot of very similar combinations, but technically you could do 1,000. You know, that's not really the big thing about it. The big thing is you could just make these blasters look really cool with these upgrade kits they're doing for the Modulus. But for the stuff that is included, here's what you get. So you get this storage stock, which is something just like we saw on the Retaliator, which is really cool. You get a barrel extension, the dual rail barrel that comes with 2 tactical rails on it. You get a 10 dart banana clip, as well as these 10 white darts. You get a targeting scope, and finally a drop grip. And then to finish it all off, of course, you get the Modulus itself. So there's a bunch of different kits that you can see here on the back that I could go into detail with. Later I'll be making videos on each separate kit, but those are all the ones that you can get with the Modulus. So you can see there. And then apparently, I guess when you get all the different combinations, that's all the stuff you can do. So you can make all that. You get a picture of the blaster fully assembled with everything on it. And that is about it for the box. So let's go ahead, set this down, and crack it open. I am personally excited for this blaster. It's really cool, and I think it has a great appeal to kids and such. With all the different combos, it's very smart of Nerf to do this because kids will just play with for hours coming up with all the different things they can make. It's really smart. So when you think about it, it feels like with all the different attachments that you will be able to purchase, like you can make, you know, 1,000 different blasters, but it's really all the same one for the same price. It's a pretty good deal when you think about it. Okay, so lifting it out of the packaging, you see it's just everything you already saw on this blue base of cardboard. So I'm gonna cut it all out and we will take a further look at it. So there's these elastic style tabs holding everything in that we can just cut like so. And here is the little barrel extension, the dual rail barrel there. All the cardboard on the old blasters was just, everything was cardboarded in. It's a little more package efficient nowadays, unboxing wise. That's your storage stock, which I think is pretty cool. This is the tactical, this is your like tactical grip. They also sell folding ones and a bipod as well, later of course. This is the little tactical scope that you get with it. Everything is very tactical on this blaster. This is the 10 dart banana mag. It's the same one that you get in the Demolisher. Very simple there. Nerf didn't decide to make a bigger size banana mag. It's still 10 darts. It's pretty funny that for a big blaster or a big flagship blaster like this one, Nerf decided to only make it a 10 shooter. Of course, all mags are universal. Here is your instruction manual. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out considering it's a basic electric flywheel blaster, but that's your instructions. You get your 10 white darts, like I said, which I am a huge fan of. I really like those. And those stand up to the normal blue elite darts. They're the same style and quality. So finally, last but definitely not least, we have the Modulus ECS-10. Okay, so this is the blaster. Of course, it doesn't have any batteries in it. I was about to say that from first feel, it's pretty light, but I'm gonna fill this thing up with batteries and show you how to do that, and then we can get on our way. Okay, so getting the batteries out of your Modulus ECS-10 blaster is really quite simple. There's a little hand guard here with one Phillips head screw on the bottom. You want to undo that, and once that's undone, the base plate just slips right off. You can see you have a little port for 4 AA batteries. Even though it tells you to power up with Duracell, it doesn't really matter what batteries you use as long as they're AA's. And once your batteries are in there, you want to close the port up just like so. Seal it back up and you're good to go. Okay, so it's got locks everywhere. This blaster will not rev unless you put in the clip. It revs at a pretty high rate, which is really, really nice to hear and see. Okay, so this is the Modulus base down, nothing else but the clip in it. That is what it looks like, very simple. I'm going to fully assemble this thing. We got our stock here, which is cool. It does a weird lip. It looks like it's not really built for the blaster, how it lips up like that, but I don't really know. We have our extended little barrel, which shouldn't decrease the range too much since it's so short. We got this front style grip. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to mention something, but we also have this scope, which I don't know if I want to put on the top one or the bottom one. I guess I'll put it on the top because you can't even look through it if you put it on the bottom, huh? Okay, there we go. So this is the fully assembled Modulus. It's very, very cool looking. But the stock. You see this? Do you see this? It jiggles just by touching it maybe 5 times. That's very, very flimsy. It's not too bad if you're actually, nope, that's pretty bad. The stock, not a fan of. You know, you can definitely reinforce that, but it's, as it is, it's pretty wobbly. It's really bad. But anyways, so let's take a further look now that it's out of the box at the features of the Modulus. So base down, even without any attachments, this thing has 5 tactical rails. 2 on the top, 1, 2, 1 on the side here, 1 on the side here, and 1 on the bottom. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one doesn't have any rails in it, any of the notches. It's just one of the old Rebel, or not old, but one of the Rebel style tactical rails. I don't know why they did that, but that one's a little different. But other than that, that's what you got. They have a little flip up iron sight here, which it works pretty well, I guess. It's just a little flip up iron sight. Of course, it has the N-Strike barrel attachment thing. So as well as putting on the barrel that comes with it, you could put on every other Nerf barrel that you have, which is really cool. As well, it's got the universal stocks. So if you don't like this stock, no fret. You could take that off and put on one you do. So I'm gonna go over the pieces that comes with it and tell you what I think about those, and then the blaster overall. This handguard is it's pretty good. I like that it has a little bump up here and then comes down, and it fits really nice in the hands, especially because a common complaint from people my age as well as older is that the blaster doesn't feel comfy. It's too small for their hands, mainly the grips. But this grip seems to be pretty good, so I really enjoy that, as well as the grip here is pretty nice. The only thing I'm not a fan of is it's got some notches in here. It looks really skeletal, which is cool, how it's got the holes in it, like old skeleton triggers you'll find on airsoft guns as well as real steel. But it's got some notches in it right here that kind of rub on your finger when you pull. It's not too big of a deal, but it's just something they did that I don't really know why. But anyways, that is the trigger. The handle itself feels pretty good, as well as this one. So it's good in the hands when you're just like hip firing or anything. The scope is weird because it doesn't have any plastic in it. If you guys are used to the regular Nerf scopes or any optics like that, they always have a clear plastic screen. This just has a plastic piece here that's kind of for the sighting, and then it's just a big hole. Looks a little cheaper, but I like it. A lot of times I think the reason they did it is the glass can get murky, stained, whatever, you get muck on it. This is straight through. I guess you can clean it out. It's good. I like it. As well, the style looks really nice. I like the style and look of it. The stock I already mentioned. It fits clips really well, I do know that. When you put a clip in it, you don't have to be worried about the clip like falling out. Just with normal play, it's not gonna go anywhere. That's really a nice upgrade from the old Recon style, but it's even flimsier than the Recon was. Yeah, so you can reinforce that, but not a big fan. They're gonna be selling with the upgrade kits. One of them is a stock with a pistol built in, which is really cool, so I'll probably pick up that one for my Modulus blaster. And then of course you have the barrel extension. What to say? It's got 2 tactical rails, adding on from 5 to 7 tactical rails on this blaster. And then even still, I like that it has the N-Strike piece on the front, so that once you put it on, you're not limited. You can just go barrels for days, which is really fun. So let's fully assemble it as it should be. So that's what it looks like all assembled. Let's take a look, open in the jam door. That's where that is, so if you get jams. It's got the trigger. The way it works is there's a button here to release the magazine. Like every other flywheel, it's got the flywheel trigger here, which is what that does is rev up your motors so that the darts are ready to fly. And then of course your trigger, which won't pull unless clips in and it's revved, then you can pull your trigger. So that's basically that and how it functions. Other than that, I'm gonna play around with this thing, see how it goes, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. If you guys are or have any long-term fans of Nerf in the family, you guys know what the N-Strike line is. It came out before the N-Strike Elite line, and they didn't shoot very far. The N-Strike Elite was the most beautiful thing that ever happened to Nerf. Nerf got cool, it got really far shooting. Needed less mods because they were already kick butt awesome. I don't know what's happening, but this thing doesn't shoot very well. So I was worried when I saw the box that this is part of N-Strike. It wasn't great trigger or anything, so that was cool, but it is part of N-Strike. That means that it's not gonna go very far. It's shooting all right, it's not too bad, but if you wanna have some serious fun with this thing, you're gonna have to pull out some mod work. It's just the way it's gotta be. If this is for really small kids, they're gonna be fine with it. It's just, I find playing outside especially, that there's just places you wanna reach outside with all the room that you're not gonna be able to at all with this. It's worth noting that this is a semi-automatic flywheel electric blaster that takes 4 AA's. I've seen this how many times? Every time there's a flywheel blaster. There's blasters cheaper than this that do more. You can get the Strife for around 20 bucks here in Canada, and it shoots nicer than this. But I think this is more fun to play with. It's cool, it's really nice in the hands. I love all the rails. It looks really cool. Me, I'm huge into making Nerf movies. I love filming with these, pretending I'm cooler than I really am. And I think for something like that, this blaster totally kicks butt. It's one of, to me, I like the green. I like the orange, I like the white, I like the gray. It looks very cool. It keeps it light, but also action. It's a really nice blaster and something that I think is one of the coolest looking blasters Nerf has ever put out. It may not perform the best, but it does look cool. If you're great into modding and you mod this thing to heck, it could be very cool. I like it a lot. I just wish it shot better. Luckily, I can mod a bit, I can do this, I can make it better for myself personally, but it's really up to you guys if you want function versus fashion. It's really up to you what you guys like. If you like how cool it looks and you're good at modding, go for it. Even if you're not good at modding, but you just want to play around with it, it's worth it. $49.99 is cheaper than a lot of blasters Nerf has came out with recently. I think it's a good steal. It's pretty cool. I think the other upgrade kits it's going to come with are going to be really nice and interesting as well. I'm really glad Nerf actually did this. I just wish it got those elite ranges. It's all right, but I'll show you what I mean real quick, but that's basically what I have to say about this blaster. Other than that, in the hands and stuff, a really nice blaster, one of the nicest I've felt pretty much for a long time. Apart from this stock, everything else is quite nice. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this off with a firing demo just so you guys can see exactly what it is I'm talking about. Okay, so if you guys have been wondering where it is that I've been filming this entire time, this is right at my cottage, but we are gonna be taking some shots with the Modulus, flat shots, and you'll see how far these things go. I'll even do some angled ones just for kicks to see how far it'll really get. Oh man, that performed way better. All right, so let's go see what it is I'm talking about. The furthest shooting dart in this thing did go pretty far. It was quite nice actually to see. So most of them, the majority of them, the flat shots, you're not gonna be shooting at friends' angles. That's what's important to note. You're not gonna shoot at your friends on an angle. You're gonna shoot straight at them, hoping to hit them. It's like 25 feet away max. So you can see that didn't do too well. Now, as soon as I angled it, we got some that were going right to these trees. Now this is pretty good. This is pretty far. You can see all the way back there. That's shooting pretty far. The furthest one just went beyond these trees. So I've seen a lot lose it. Here it is actually. So this did go 75 feet maybe. This is quite nice. I do like this, but you know, it's important to note that you're gonna have to angle this if you want any real range out of it. Okay, so that's what I've got to say about the new Nerf N-Strike Modulus ECS-10. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know what you guys thought by hitting that like button down below or leaving me a comment. I really appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe because I have new videos every single Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and as always, this was NerfBoy Productions, signing off.